80% of the gubernatorial election petition judgment passed by appeal court has been condemned by so many Nigerians. When you look from Kano State, consider Imo State, you consider Nasarawa State, Plateau State, and so many other states, so many Nigerians are in the street protesting against what the judiciary has done. We know that our democracy is gradually decaying, but the people beckoned on the judiciary as the last hope of the common man to interfere where INEC failed. But it seems that the judiciary is now worse than the INEC. That is the story. Now, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kayode Ariwoola, has urged the judicial officers in the country not to replace the position of the law with public opinion or emotions in deciding the cases that come before them. Indeed, nobody asks the judiciary to replace the law with public opinion or emotions. But let us come to think of it. What is public opinion? I think democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, unless we have another definition of democracy in Nigeria. When the majority of people have an opinion, that opinion is supposed to be considered valid and truth. So if people are saying that what the judiciary are doing is not good, so the Chief Justice of Nigeria is supposed to understand that indeed there is a reason why people are clamoring for reformation in Nigerian judiciary. You don't just come out to say that the public opinion does not matter, because what it translates to is automatically saying that the people does not matter. The Chief Justice of Nigeria spoke on Monday in an obvious reaction to the criticism and condemnation which trailed some Court of Appeal ruling on governorship and National Assembly election petitions in the past 2 weeks, leading to protest and demand for a probe of some judges for corrupt practices. Ariwoola, while speaking to the opening of the special session of the 2023 and 2024 legal year and the swearing in of 58 newly conferred senior advocate of Nigeria SANS, asked judges to remain firm. He said, "I expect every judicial officer to work very hard and also be very honest and cautious to the litigants, witnesses, and members of the bar, and discharging all your judicial functions with all the humility at your command. Even while doing this, it is necessary to have at the back of your minds that public opinions does not matter and can never take the place of the law in deciding the cases that come before you." Indeed, the reason why the public opinion has been aligned differently to what the judgments are saying is because so many Nigerians has perceived corruption among the judges. Everybody saw what transpired before the election and also after the election, where a man stood in the Senate Red Chamber and spoke. He said that he uses his wife to influence the judgment for his colleagues. And up till now, nobody has probed the man. The Chief Justice of Nigeria did not interfere. How do you want the people to feel and to react? What do you mean by the public opinion does not matter? That is to say, you are saying that the people does not matter. And I know time will come, the people will tell you that they matters. Because without the people, there is no democracy that you claim to be protecting. He continued to say, "The law remains the law, no matter whose interest is involved. In all we do as interpreters of the law, we should endeavor to salve the strings of emotions from logic and assumption from facts." And that is what the publics are saying as well. The publics are saying that you people should call a spade a spade. That when the law says this, you shouldn't come out to give a different interpretation, bring up technicalities because you want to favor a particular candidate. So that is the issue that is on ground. Not talking about the public opinion. There is a way you consider the public opinion if the public opinion align to the provision of the Constitution. Now, in his last paragraph, he said, "We should never be overwhelmed by the actions or loud voices of the mob." He is calling the citizens mob because they raise their voices, considering what these people define to be a democracy. Indeed, this is absolutely laughable. It is laughable because they are looking at citizens as second-hand people whose their opinion will never count, including the voters, including their votes. In other words, the judiciary is automatically saying that the will of the people will not be respected. Now, we took time to gather people's opinion. Let's really know what the majority of the people are saying. And one of the interviews that we gathered is this one. Listen to him.
Well, after the 2023 elections and the fireworks in the Supreme Court, of course, I am armed with the new jurisprudence of election in Nigeria, which the Supreme Court has laid to rest by reconfiguring democracy. And without landmark judgment, election in Nigeria now means INEC. So if you want to contest election in Nigeria, you have to lobby INEC, you have to go to INEC. That's the decision of the Supreme Court. That INEC, even if they make bylaws regulating election, that they are at will to jettison it even at midnight and declare anybody, and you cannot hold them accountable. So I think politicians should learn this judgment. They should study the judgment and understood that there is a radical departure from what is called elections in Nigeria. So I'm busy trying to study it, and I have been advising those who are interested in elections to campaign in INEC offices, try to befriend Professor Mahmoud, because anything outside this, you're not going to get justice. Justice is more or less an enemy in Nigeria. And I think that explains the plethora of challenges we have, from unemployment, hunger, poverty, insecurity. All this is as a result of the absence of justice. And so we talk more about peace, forgetting that the justice is the foundation of peace. Therefore, we are here to discuss how people-centered justice mechanism can be developed. And we've been brainstorming about some of the theories they brought as to how justice can be made accessible to Nigerians. But the fundamental question is, how does a poor man in Sabongida village access justice with the very expensive profile of the judicial process? How can he access it? I mean, even in the police station in my village, for you to get bail, you need not less than 5,000. And 5,000 today in a Nigerian community is big money. So how do we make justice available? Now, this, you have to put it at the doorstep of the political will to lead. Because without the political will for leadership in Nigeria, nothing will work. Gonna tell you my story that